Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I want to say thank you for stopping by for a visit today. I always enjoy visiting with you guys so much, and I'm just pleased that you find my content interesting enough that you keep coming back to visit. I hope you've all had a great weekend. You're having a great day so far, and you know, as we start a new week, I hope you have all your ducks in a row and all your crocheting comes along just as you imagine it. I have had a busy weekend. I've been crocheting till I've got this little pinky finger sore here. But I don't know if that's from crocheting because it's on the side and I don't have that anywhere. So I don't know why my pinky is hurting so bad. I guess it just needs to rest a little bit. Um, so I have some knitting machines. I have the Addy King. I have the smaller Addy Express. I have a knitting machine from Michael's. That was my very first knitting machine. It still works. After all these years, I still use it. And I have another little knitting machine that I got at Joann's on clearance one time. It still works, but I think it might skip some stitches. I hadn't used it in a while. I'm not for sure. And then I have a Centro. Is that what they're called? I don't know. I have another one too. Anyway, I love my knitting machines. I use them so much that they need some maintenance. But one thing about my knitting machines is they get dusty really easily. Now, the dust doesn't show up on the other ones as much as it shows up on the Addy King and the Addy Express because they're black and that dust just shows on there. So what I want to do is get all my machines out, clean them really good, dust them. And one afternoon, one day here a while back, about a week or so ago, I looked on Lowe's website, and I bought this online. And then when Big Daddy got off work, he went by and picked it up curbside. It is silicone grease, and it's just a little, I can't even tell what size that is. It's not very much, but it's just a little tube. It was between $5 and $6 at Lowe's. So he went by and picked that up for me, and so we planned to make a video of cleaning the machines, taking them apart, greasing them, and putting them back together. Now, when's that going to be? I don't know, but it'll be coming up. So what I wanted to do was, clean my machines, and then I don't want them to get dusty again. So I wanted to make a cover to go over my machines. So I have quite a few to make, but I made my first one, and it turned out so cute. I'm so proud of it. But the aggravating part is I recorded tons of clips from the making of this cover from the very first step all the way through, and guess what? Those clips are gone. They're not on my phone. They're nowhere on my phone. They're not in the trash. They're gone. So I was very aggravated about that, but then I thought, well, we'll just push forward and make it go. I'll tell you what I did and try to explain it, and it is what it is, so push forward. Okay, so I decided that I was going to make a cover for my Addy machine, and I wanted it to look like a cake. I think I'm going to be redoing, I have a bedroom that I have my doll collection in. I think I'm going to be redoing that bedroom and putting a lot of my yarn stuff in there, and I'm going to put my my knitting machines on shelves, and so I wanted cake covers on them, and looking like cakes would be really cute of them sitting up on the shelves and all, so that's what I'm doing. This is the first one. Okay, so this is what I made. It's a strawberry cake, and it fits over my Addy machine. I used Craft Smart yarn for this pink. It's Craft Smart Pink Rose or something like that. So I'm just going to tell you what I did, okay? For this top part, I used a think I might have used a 6mm or either a 6.5. I believe it was a 6.5 milliliter hook, because the reason why I used such a big hook is because I wanted it to be stretchy, because see this handle on the side and this on the front, I didn't want it to be so tight that it wouldn't stretch over those parts. So that's why I chose to use a stretchy a hook, bigger hook, and I used double crochets so that it would be stretchy. Okay, so I started out with I did a I started out with a ring of 12 double crochets, and then I increased to 24 double crochets, and then every row after I would just increase one. Like I did one double crochet, increase, one double crochet, increase. The next row was 2 double crochets, increase. The next row was 3 double crochets, increase, 4 double crochets, increase, 5 double crochets, increase, and I just kept doing that until I got it the size that I wanted. And so, every now and then once it started getting bigger, I would just kind of hold it up like, oh, I still got a few more to go. But you can make this, this project is not only for an Addy machine. You can make this for any appliance in your kitchen. If you have a rice cooker or air fryer or what's that other thing called, Instapot, and you want to make a cover for them, you can do this. Just like I said, increase until you get your circle the size of the top of your item that you're trying to cover. Okay, so once you get it to that size, then on the next row, when you're ready to start down the side, double crochet in the back loop only all the way around, and then you continue to double crochet back loop only all the way around until you get it to the length that you want it. After you get some length on it, you can start trying it on your machine or your appliance or whatever until you get to the bottom of your appliance. And then I came back and put bobble stitches around in that top loop that was left, because remember we crocheted in the back loop, so it left the front loop. I put bobble stitches in that, and then I came and put bobble stitches around the bottom, and I put it on my machine, and it fits nicely, except the Addy machine is not flat. There's these curved parts and stuff like that, so it's kind of like a sunk-in cake. It looks like I baked it. Okay, it looks exactly like I baked that cake, and it's sunk in the middle. Because if I baked the cake, that's what it would look like. So I decided to, and this is all before I put the strawberries on it, I decided to lay this out on a foam board, and I got it to where it was at that ridge, and I laid that out all the way, and I traced around this onto the foam board, and then I cut out the circle. And I filmed all of this, y'all. I really did. I cut out this circle and kind of straightened it up a little bit. It's not a perfect circle, but it doesn't matter. And then I put that on the inside of this. Okay, I put that on the inside, and then put that over my Addy machine. And it is perfect. It's perfect. It looks like a cake. I may come back later and put some strawberry slices around the bottom. It's probably what I'm going to do. But for right now, I just needed to get this video done and out before I lose any more clips. But you can see that it does stretch over the handle. It doesn't look too weird there. And it stretches over that front part. So basically, it's lumpy. It's lumpy right here, just like if I had made it. Okay, so that is how I made my Addy machine cover. Now, I'm going to enter this in the fair, but I'm not going to call it Addie machine cover in the fair because these ladies may not even know what an Addie machine is or a knitting machine. I'm going to call it appliance cover. In the categories, there's a category. There is a category for crocheted household item. So I'm going to enter that under that category and just call it appliance cover. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so this is my cake though. I love how it turned out. I did record, I do have the clips of making a strawberry. So I can show you that. I made the strawberries and glued them on. So I will include that clip. But I will be making some more cakes. Like I said, I have more knitting machines and I want to clean them up good and then make a cover for them. So I'm going to be making some more cakes. I made a strawberry cake and I have no idea what the other cakes are going to be, but I want them to be pretty so that they can be displayed, you know, on a shelf. And I just love how it turned out. I really do. I like that. Like I said, I'm probably going to come back and put some strawberry slices on there. I mean, I know I'm going to. And I may do some icing droops. I don't know what you call them. Swag. I don't know. I may do some icing swag there. But for now, I just needed to do my video, right? But yeah. Like I said, you know, this can be made for any item, appliance, or just anything that you want to cover. You know, and you don't have to put that foam board in there. I just did it because the Addie machine is open on the middle, so it sags down, and plus the Addie machine has these taller places. It goes low and then tall and low, you know, so it really sunk in pretty deep there, and so that just helps it. Now when I put this in the fair, I'm not going to put the foam board. I'm just going to take the cover and not the foam board, and they'll be able to see what it is and everything. But okay guys, so I'm going to include what clips I have in this, and we'll see. I know I have making the strawberry and putting the strawberries on. I think there was 3 clips, but anyway, I'm gonna share those with you guys, okay? Okay, so I'm coming back to where I started, and so I just did a bobble, and so I'm going to skip 2 and go into the 3rd loop there that's available, and slip stitch. Okay, chain the 3, get my 3 double crochets in there plus the chain 3 makes 4. Okay, and then same thing we've been doing all the way around. Okay, chain 1. Okay, so now we're at the end, so what we're going to do is just slip stitch into the loop that we originally started into. So I'm just going to slip stitch into there. Alright, and then I'm going to just tie my yarn off. Cut it, leave a little tail. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take these 2 tails here that I have, the beginning one and the end one, and I'm just going to tie those together. And this is going to be the very back of my cake. So I'm just going to tie it a bunch of times. And then I'm just going to snip it off. You can weave it in or do whatever makes you more comfortable. But for my purposes, it's fine just like that. So there we have icing all the way around the top of the cake. Now, you can come down to the bottom of the cake. When you come down the side, the very bottom of the cake, and you can do the same thing. Just go into the front loop of the stitches. You have the front loop and back loop. Just go in the front loop only and do the same bobble stitches all the way around, and that will give you icing around the bottom of the cake also. Alright, so I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Okay, I'm making strawberries to go on top of my strawberry cake. So I have a just a 4-weight yarn here. It's a Craft Smart red, and I have a 5mm H hook. So I'm going to make a strawberry, but I'm not going to make a full strawberry. Make a slip knot and put it on my hook. And I'm going to, I'm going to chain 2. And, you know, some people are more comfortable doing the magic ring. I just like doing it this way. I'm putting 6 single crochets back into that first. I chained 2, and I'm putting 6 single crochets back into that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me make sure, because I was talking, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm gonna put a slip a stitch marker into that. Alright, for the second row, I'm going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna get both. 7, 8, 9. Oh, I didn't get both. 9 and 10. 11 and 12. So now I have 12 stitches, and in the next row I'm going to do an increase in the first stitch, which is 2 single crochets, and then I'm going to do 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and the next stitch is 2 single crochets. I'm just repeating that all the way around. 1 and then an increase, 1 and then an increase. Well, actually it started with an increase, so the increase is first. Increase 1, increase 1. That's important to remember what you started with when you get to the end, because you're like, oh no, it didn't work out right. I didn't end on an increase, but if you started with an increase, you want to end with a 1. So like this is decrease, I mean not decrease, increase. And then this last one here is just 1, because we started with a decrease. Okay. I'll put my stitch marker back in. Now for row 4, I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to do an increase to begin with. And then I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the next and 1 single crochet in the next. Okay, and then the next one is going to be an increase. And then 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet in the next. And then 2 single crochets in the same stitch for an increase. And then 1 and 1 and 2. It's looking pretty flat, ain't it? 1, 1, 2. One, 2. So that's the increase there, and then we have 2 stitches left, and that's for 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet in the last one. Okay, that was row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so row 5, we're just going to single crochet all the way around. Just in every stitch, put 1 single crochet. So I decided to make these big, large strawberries to go on top of my strawberry cake. And actually, we're not going to make the full strawberry because I want it to look like it's standing up in some icing. So this will be quick to make. And then we're going to add some icing to the bottom of the strawberry. So when we put it on the cake, it, you know, looks like the strawberry is standing up in icing. Okay, we're almost back at the end of this row. Okay, so now we're on row 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and okay, 6. Okay, so we need to start decreasing, so I'm going to decrease here. And we're going to do 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, about halfway around, so I'm going to put a decrease. And then just finish off with single crochets all the way to my stitch marker. I use my stitch marker in the last stitch. A lot of people might like to use it in the first stitch for their round, but I just like it in the last stitch for me. That's what I prefer, and you know, it's okay that we're different. Some people put it in the first, some people put it in the last, some people don't use one at all. I have to use one because I would never see where to end. Okay, that was row 6. Let's row 7. we still need to build some height on it, so let's just do a single crochet row. Just one single crochet in every stitch. I want it to be a big strawberry, but I want it to be, you know, taller than what it is. I kind of want to start decreasing too soon. Alright, we're almost back to the stitch marker. Okay, so now we need, that was row 7. So row 8, we're going to decrease again. Start off with a decrease. Last time we counted 10, so let's do a 9 decrease here. I mean 9 single crochets, and I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a decrease. One, we don't have to count these, we're just single crocheting all the way around to the stitch marker now. Sometimes I do that. I find myself counting stitches when I don't really need to count. Okay, so that is the end of row 8. I'm gonna count that to make sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, row 8. Okay, so now for row 9, let's single crochet. Oh. And I want it to come in a little bit more tapered. So it, you know, kind of gives it a little bit more of a strawberry look. Okay, and we're going to decrease on the next row. We're almost done. But I tell you what, I need to flex my fingers for just a second because they are cramping up. So I just need to like work my fingers for a minute and shake them off. Alright, so we're on row 10 now. We're going to do a decrease. Count 8 single crochet stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, decrease, and now just some single crochets. Alright, one more row for the red, and then we're going to change to white. Okay, one more stitch. I've hurt my little pinky on the side here crocheting. I don't know what that's about. Okay, we're going to decrease and then single crochet 4. And then decrease again. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and decrease again. And then there's 4 stitches left. If you have a different stitch count, don't worry. It's strawberries are all different shapes and sizes. Just finish it off the best that you can. And that is the last of the red. So I'm going to cut my yarn and just pull it out. Okay, so that's to look like a strawberry. I'm going to change to white yarn now. Okay. Alright, what am I going to do here? I am coming, here's where I fastened off. I'm going to come to the next one right here, and I'm going to go in the front loop only. See, there's 2 loops, front and back. I'm going into the front. Okay, and I'm going to leave a little tail there that I'll tie to that red afterwards. Okay, take my working yarn and chain 3. And now I want to do 3 double crochets. Remember, front loop. Okay, I'm going to get that out of the way. Okay, remember, you're just doing the front loop only. And so that's 1, counting the chain 3 is 1, 2, and 3. 1 more will be 4. Okay, so basically it's the same way we did the icing on the cake. We're just making these baubles so that it looks like the strawberry is standing up in some icing. Okay, skip 2 and then come the front loop only, and we're going to slip stitch, chain 3, and then put some double crochets in that front loop of the same stitch. Okay. One, 2, and then the third one. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 more. Okay. One, 2, and 3. Almost finished with this icing.
I don't know what I was doing. I had too many loops on here. Okay, I hope my mind is wondering about some other things while I'm working. I need to stay focused. Oops. I tore out my double crochet. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, and that's before this one, so that's good. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to just slip stitch where this first one is. I'm just going to slip stitch into that. Alright, and so what we can do with these tails is just tie them together. We should have 2 whites and a red. Alright, you can just stuff those in there. You can cut them if you want to. And then add a little stuffing in there. And I'm going to add some little, not a whole lot, but just a few, like, looks like seeds. But I'm going to do it in pink. My cake is pink, and my, strawberries red. I think I'm gonna see what it looks like in pink. I can always change. Okay, that's like a really long strand of pink, but we'll see what happens. I can't find my needle. Here's one. Here's one. That ain't the one I wanted, though. Okay. So I'm just going to go in somewhere. I'm going to come in from this bottom right here just to get started. And I'm going to leave the tail, so I'm going to try to come back around here somewhere close to tie those ends together. So I'm just going to randomly, in no particular place, add some little pink seeds. So I'm just going in and out, in and out. Could probably use some more up in this area. See where I want to come out at. How about right here? I think I'm just going to call this one done, so I'm going to come back through the bottom so I can tie that. Off right here. Okay, my strawberry's done, and next we will put strawberries on the cake. Cute. Okay, so now we're working on the top of the cake. I know this is very like close-up angle, but my arm of my tripod only goes up so high. So this is what I have to work with. So I have all my strawberries. I'm going to put one in the middle, and I have 6 more. So this is kind of divided up into some triangles I see now, and I'm going to just place these around, maybe in those triangles. I'm just trying to see how to space them out. I think I see a triangle there. I don't know. I'm seeing these imaginary triangles, okay? So, I know that's kind of really weird angle, but I think that's where my strawberries are going to go. I'm just, yeah. So, I'm just going to hot glue on the bottoms, and I'm putting it like mainly, you know, like where that frosting is. And I'm just going to push it down and hold that on there. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do to all of them. I gotta get that one in the middle. Trying to see what you can see. There we go. Okay, 2 more to go. All right, that's the last one. Now, Alright, there we go. Now we're going to go to the table so we can get a better look.
Friends, I want to say I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you got something out of this video. I sure hate that my clips disappeared. I think I must have deleted them while I was trying to make more storage on my phone, but I knew those clips were there that I wanted to keep, so I'm not sure what happened, but somehow or another I did delete them, and I hate that. I could kick myself for that. But anyway, it is what it is. And I will be making more of these in the future, so probably I'll record whenever I make this one for the small Addie, and we'll have a tutorial of that. You know, whatever kind of cake that means, that ends up being. And I will take cake suggestions, and if I think I can do it, I'll do it. But, you know, I mean, like, I made this one right now because I'm going to enter this in the fair, so I'm not going to work on making the other cake covers until after I finish up my fair stuff. So yeah, I'll probably just start making one in October and, you know, different times. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you all get going, and I do thank you very much for always being here to support me and encourage me to keep going, because y'all do give me that encouragement. And I will see you all in the next video. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet.